All right. Hi, everybody. I have one quick thing to go over, and then I'm going to pass it to Joe, who's got a couple things that we're going to implement. So should be pretty quick. It's just us two. No poll, anything like that. If you guys have questions, we'll circle back and answer those for you. So one thing that we have coming up is we're going to make a switch to what's called Bright Spot. That's going to be an InDesign plugin. That's going to be kind of our new Google Drive. Um, this I'm not sure if we've gone over this or given you guys a heads up about this. It's at least a month away. We're still trying to work out, make sure that everything's going to work. I haven't actually opened it or had experience with it yet, so Joe and I are gonna get a little bit of training on that, and then the hub managers and Alicia are gonna kind of break everybody into groups, and we're gonna tell you guys how it all works once we know what's up. The thing about this is it needs to be installed on your computers. So somebody from IT is going to get in touch with you through email. There's going to be a sign up sheet to where you have to sign up for a time to get it installed. I got mine installed today. Took about 5 minutes, so it's not a big inconvenience. But please make sure that you're doing that as soon as possible, so everybody can have it on their computers, and when we're ready to get going, that it all works. One thing about that is please continue to not update your InDesign. They're not totally sure how the plugin will work with the updated one. I was told that they understand we'll have to update at some point. Just for the initial rollout, please keep your InDesigns where they're at right now. That's all I got. I'm going to pass it off to Joe. He's got a couple things for you.
Yeah. First, I'm going to go over the weekly tip. Jenny put this together. It's basically doing stretches while at your desk. Let me. How do I? Oh, there we go. All right. You guys seeing this?
Yep. Yeah, we can see.
Okay.
Yep.
So Jenny came up with this. She got the information from Mayo Clinic and a few other websites. It's because when you're sitting at your desk, you should be stretching and at least taking some short walks every now and then. Just it's not healthy to be sitting for 8 to 10 hours straight. So the first is an upper body arm stretch, standing up or sitting up straight. Reach your arms up over your head and clasp your hands together. Stretch upward as far as you can, comfortably can. Hold it for 10, 30 seconds. Neck roll, drop your chin down to your chest and then slowly roll your head over to one shoulder. Hold for 10 seconds and then go back to chin on chest and do the same for the other side. Yeah, these are just a good rule of thumb. I'm not gonna go over all of them. It's just things that we'll include it in the email, but it's just a good thing to keep in mind when you're sitting for long periods of time, just so you get the muscles going, so they're not just stiffening up and ruining your lives a bit. And then, so the other item I'm going to go over real quick is a style guide thing, and we want you to go over this as a rule of thumb for headline decks per column. We've been seeing too many out of control headline decks over a certain amount of columns, and we kind of want to rein that in. These are all going to be like a rule of thumb. You're not going to get dinged except for two of them, and I'll tell you which ones those are. So for a one column, usually, the rail, we'd like to keep it at least 4 decks for the headline. You need to go 5. That's not the end of the world, but 6 that's when things started looking pretty ugly. Over 2 columns, 4 decks. I think if you go beyond 4 decks over 2 columns, it's going to look pretty nasty. For 3 columns, 3 decks for the headline. 4 columns, try to keep it around 2 decks. It just looks cleaner when you keep these in and they're not comically blown out. The last 2 are the ones you will get an error for, and that is over 5 and 6 columns. Only 1 deck for headlines here. It just looks pretty bad when we have 5 or 6 column length, and then there's a 2 deck headline. It just doesn't look well. So we're gonna want you to, if they're going over one deck for these, you just got to reach out to an editor or a pod editor and have them rewrite it for you. And for CPs, there's leniency just because we want you to be creative with those. So we're not going to hammer you for a CP. If we think something looks a little goofy, we'll probably just reach out and be like, and maybe not try that anymore. But other than that, this list will be included in the email. It is on our style guide on our website. So yeah, just keep this in mind when you're designing pages. We just want to keep the pages looking as clean as possible. Is there any questions? All right, I'll throw it back to Michael then.
All right. Just to piggyback off what Joe said, we know that there are some papers and FNS that are providing really long headlines. If you guys just want to kind of point out some of those problem issues to us, chances are we already know, but there might be ones that we're unaware of. We'll try to get those editors or FNS folks to help us out a little bit more. We don't want you to be rewriting everything. We understand that that's, kind of can bog you down a little bit, but we do kind of want the pages to look nice at the same time. So we're trying to find a middle ground without making it super tough on you guys. So we understand that it will help to get, relatively shorter headlines. So if there's anything you guys need, please let us know. But we're going to keep it short and sweet, and we're pretty much done for the meeting unless anyone has any comments or questions for us. So give it a second and then call good. All right. Yep. We're good to go. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.